Unsung 20 brought together ministers, negotiators, civil societies, and young leaders to set Africa's climate agenda ahead of COP30, with a focus on climate justice, finance, and real implementation. Amid policy discussions, one voice stood out: Grace Maghanga, former Miss Earth Kenya. In an interview with our team, she shared how she's using art to breathe life into climate narratives.
But what brought me to the limelight and actually having to make people listen to me is because I was a fashion model. So I applied for Miss Earth. Miss Earth is a beauty pageant that gets to advocate for environmental sustainability, and that's where we get a platform to be the voice for the voiceless in degraded areas. In fashion, we get to work for the designers and all that. So to answer your questions, I work with various models, because for me right now I can say I am how do you call them, a former beauty queen. Yeah, so I get to work with other younger beauty queens coming up in the space. Like currently in my county, I work with the Misses there, the Miss Delta County. We have the Miss Environment in the county as well. We have Miss Environments in other counties. So what these beauty queens do, they actually become like beacons of hope in their communities, and they get to stand for their communities and run projects, get to mobilize resources, because that's the biggest part that we need with the form of advocacy. Yeah. And the other form is the artist that paints. We usually say that you can do all the research, you can have all the data, you can have all the numbers, you can have all the outcomes, but if there's a language that everyone understands that doesn't need learning, just looking at it, it's just art. If I give you a painting and in the middle is split, I have land that's looking bare, I have land that's very well flourishing because of just the rivers, the painting, the technique of it. It sends to you a message, it speaks to you. You didn't need to go to a particular school to understand it. You just looked at it and said, oh, so I need to plant trees. If I don't plant trees, this is how my land is gonna look. Yeah, that's the form.
Okay, now looking on to your vision of Taita Taveta, and do you have a plan of expanding or even impacting on other communities which really need your participation and your expertise on land restoration in Africa or even sub-Saharan Africa?
Yes, we do. That's why we as youth come in places and convene here. We get to meet people like you, people who are other innovators, change makers like us, and we get to do a lot of collaborations. Myself, I'm able to do in various parts of Kenya right now because we get to collaborate with other creatives in other places as well. For last year, for my graduation, it was actually a win. We were able to attend the Earthshot Prize. It was held in Cape Town. It's usually an event by Prince William. So during the Earthshot Prize, he gets to get, we will call them content creators, but we can say environmental influencers. He got the creatives, the models, the fashion designers. We had a green carpet. We were able to speak about sustainable fashion. We were able to speak about activism. We were able to speak the digital space and the AI and how we bring all of this into the African market. Because we have so many talents, we just have to put together and amplify our voice.
Okay, your parting shots to your fellow beauty pageant who would like to take your step and follow you in conservation.
What I can say is my parting shot is going to be in two ways. Mm-hmm. The first will be for those who identify as change makers, innovators, leaders, and in themselves they know they have something they can give to the community. I'm gonna say, make it exist. You're going to perfect it later. Stop holding back, because whatever you're holding back could be the difference to a community somewhere having the biggest change in their life. And for everyone else out there, you can make any change. Doesn't matter what space you are in, we need you. Doesn't matter you're an artist, you're a lady in the indigenous community somewhere in the countryside fetching water, we need your story. You're a scientist, we need your story. You're a child, you make storybooks, you make colors, we need your story.
Thank you very much.